What's up, Pisces? This is your reading for the month of May. So if you're a Pisces sun, moon, or rising, this reading is for you. Be sure to check out your other placements. They should be posted or will be posted soon. So let's go tap in first into current vibes and then vibes for May. And then we're going to look at a oracle card from the Spirit Animal Wisdom by Katie Jane Wright and illustrated by Nikki Strange. So what's the current vibes, Pisces? Let's get one more shuffle and then let's begin. What is up? Oops, too many cards, Spirit. Off to a rough start. Thank you. Alrighty, with the Eight of Cups in reverse. Ooh, you guys are giving your energy to something. Maybe it's not worth giving your energy to it anymore. Clarify. But there is some sort of clarity coming through that is going to give you more peace. Like there's kind of like an energy of like you're giving your energy, you're giving yourself away is what I'm hearing, but you're giving to a situation, and you might have like a fear to move on or like a refusal to let go. There's some sort of stagnation here. You might just be going and not knowing what for. You're still in the situation. You're not too sure why, but you can't seem to step away. There's some clarity coming to this situation, whatever this may be. The energy is balancing out. Now there is an energy of growth here. Can we clarify this in a happy direction? I feel like there's something more future oriented. Maybe this is understanding why you have stayed here, right? This is, I'm hearing it's like a reward, right? Where it's like, perhaps you feel like the energy you're putting into something, you've stuck to it and you're not too sure why, but you kind of felt like you had to. And I feel like there's a shift here. It does feel like a positive shift. It does definitely feel like a positive shift with the Sun card here, right? So in terms of other placements, you might have Sagittarius placements or Leo placements. That could be an additional confirmation. But let's go take a look at that being said, right? There's some clarity that has, you know, it's been bestowed on you as of recently, and you have found more happiness in your life or in with whatever situation this is, and I feel like you are looking forward to what's to come. So let's go take a look at what's going on in May. Let's go see what's up, Pisces. Let's go see what's up. Ooh, scary. Scary. There's something heavy in the energy. I feel like this is kind of like a removal of a blockage is what it truly feels like, because there is some investigating that you guys are going through, learning something about yourself. Perhaps this is like learning about the internal issues that you need to work through is what I'm hearing specifically. Because I feel like you are being guided at this time to work through and like do some inner healing at this time. I feel like the foundation within yourself, perhaps, I mean, like you're chugging along in terms of like you're just continuing, you're progressing in this way, but it's like you're questioning like what for, what's really going on here. And I feel like there's an energy here of understanding like this is what for, right? You're confused. Okay, let's break down that foundation. Let's say, like, let's strip away from everything here and let's look inside. Let's actually look inside here, right? There's a big energy of doing some shadow work, and it can be scary. It can be something really heavy, but I do feel like there is a benefit of doing this, and we do have the Page of Cups here too, right? With the Page of Cups, this does feel like a good blessing. Can we get a clarifier in terms of, like, what is this blessing? It is like a newfound sense of comfort. I feel like there's not too many, like, it's a big, like, internal thing in the month of May. It does truly feel like you are rewiring in this way, and you are being guided forwards through the hurt. Perhaps there might be some lows, right? Always expect there's going to be highs and lows, right? That is just life. At the end of the day, I feel like when you guys are down on the ground, right, if there are moments where you are feeling a little bit hurt, I feel like that reflection is what's important, right? That reflection is what's important, because I feel like there is a cycle that is trying to end here, right? You've already done some work, like there has been some clarity that's come to your life external of you, but I feel like there's something about looking in to bring in some more positive energy, right? Seeking balance could be another energy. We have Virgo energy, Scorpio energy, Libra energy. That might also be relevant in one way or another. But there's like, as you find more balance, like as you balance it's like the things you can control and the things you can't control, right? It's balancing these two things, right? The things you can control being the work that you put in, the work that you put in, and how you invest yourself, right? As you balance these energies in, I feel like that's how you're gonna get this push forwards, right? Where it's like, it'll progress slow at first, but I feel like as you devote more time and effort towards working through this blockage, this internal blockage, I do feel like you are going to make some major breakthroughs, right? You are going to find a new sense of happiness, right? And it might start a little bit heavy, don't get me wrong. It might start a little bit heavy. And every reading, I swear, has the Knight of Cups in one way or another, right? We got the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, right? I feel like there's this energy, like, of... It's so interesting. Look at this energy here, right? When I look at this energy, it is not mind over matter, but it is balancing the energies between your mind and your heart, right? Where it's like, sometimes your heart is important when making decisions, and sometimes your mind, applying logic or applying feelings, those are both important. I feel like there's an energy here of like, this is the biggest strength, where it's like utilizing both of these sides of you, the duality within you, to find balance. And I feel like that's the big message here, right? Whatever happens here, I feel like it's trying to push you towards finding more balance. This could also be something about your masculine and your feminine energy, is another thing that I'm hearing, right? Where it's like, some major introspection. There's always something to learn at the end of the day, but I do feel like this is truly healing. And this is working through that inner pain, right? You see success outside of you, but then you question, what does that mean for you? Well, this is saying, like, okay, let's figure out what it means. You don't know what you're doing, and then let's figure out. You don't have to have all the answers right now, right? But then there's something just like internal, where it's like, does it feel right or does it feel wrong? Right? Is your heart playing a part here? Is it your mind, right? It's that sort of vibe. And I do feel like there is some sort of blessing coming through in terms of that. You might not know what that means yet, though. I don't think it really wants to be revealed quite yet. I feel like it's very dependent on how you guys work through whatever this is. It's a big month for healing and like soul searching, or like spiritual enlightenment, that sort of thing, right? There's a lot of self-reflection. I feel like it's like looking for a deeper meaning, and I feel like through looking for the deeper meaning, I do think this is very beneficial for you guys. I feel like this is a very sitting with yourself and spending that time alone, but enjoying that time alone, is very critical in the month of May. Like, you could still go out, you could still have fun with your friends, but I feel like if you go out with your friends, perhaps reflecting on that afterwards, what what were you grateful for during that outing, right? Were the things that you wish had gone differently? What went right? That sort of thing. I think it's just about reflecting on what's really happening. Like, that can kind of almost bring you peace, right? It can ease you in a way. And I feel like you can overthink it, but I feel like if you approach it from the right mindset, like a healing mindset, a shadow work mindset, I do feel like there's something about that that's really important for you guys. And I think there is a benefit from that too, right? There could be an energy of like transformation coming in. This could be someone coming in, maybe in terms of love, that sort of thing, or perhaps an opportunity in terms of like expressing yourself, like by exploring your feelings. For those of you who are like creatives, this is something about like the art that you could create. Some of you guys are songwriters, and I think reflecting on songwriting through what you're going through at this time can be very beneficial. There's something about that that is relevant, or like the paintings, the poetry, whatever it is. Express yourself in creative ways, but also express yourself. I think it's a good time to journal. If you guys have been thinking about starting that, I would definitely suggest that, like, maybe that's something that you could do, because I feel like there is a benefit to that, and you're gonna feel so much more at ease, right? Understanding, where does your energy go to? Are you okay with that energy going there? Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel bad? If it makes you feel good, why? If it makes you feel bad, why? Right? Or you can question it, but you can also understand it. I'm gonna go into a spirit animal wisdom card, and we're gonna end the reading there. Let's go take a look. One more card. One more shuffle. One card for Pisces, please. The Chameleon. Soul Tribe. It is safe to be seen. It is safe to be seen. Right? Perhaps this is reflecting on the friendships in your life, the people that you belong with. Maybe this is, do you align? Do you align with what's happening in your life? Do you fit in? Do you not fit in? Do you question it? What makes you feel good? What makes you feel bad? The elements are air and earth. It is safe to be seen. Learning who you are and how to be comfortable in your own skin is something we must all experience. You are not alone in this. The desire to be seen for our true potential is often pulled down by the fear of being seen for who we really are. Some people are born confident, but for a lot of us, that is not the case. We go through many phases of trying to fit in while trying to find our place. It can be easier to blend in, especially while growing up. The chameleon does it for protection, perhaps like we do. You are learning to adapt to new situations and challenges, so give yourself time. Once you have decided you wish to be seen, others will see you for all that you are. They will feel your unique energy and connect with that. Pulling the chameleon card symbolizes that your soul tribe are on the way to you. And then your crystal companions are Dumortierite, Hiddenite, and Wolfenite. Okay? I feel like that does align with this sort of energy that we have here, where it's like, you know, maybe there is an absence of like connection within the people in your life, and I feel like there's a desire to find balance within that, and a desire to have happiness. Of course there's a desire to have happiness, but this could also be like, you know, the people that you want to be closer friends with. I feel like there could be something about putting in the effort might be relevant, but there could also be this energy of like the people who care are going to show it, right? And I feel like you might especially see that within this next month, where it's like, yes, maybe you have to make the effort for some people, but I feel like if you're worried about if it's reciprocated or not, I feel like there is this energy that you can call in, right? You can sit with yourself and you can navigate the things within yourself. You can discover where you truly belong, right? But I do feel like there's this energy of maybe you don't belong in certain groups, but there is belonging somewhere. And perhaps you guys might be manifesting in something beautiful here, right? This could be someone who sees you. This could be love, or maybe you might be manifesting in like a really good friend, or just like a mentor, who sees your value and sees you for who you are, and helps push you through the obstacles, is really helping you during this phase of life. But that is your energy, so I'm going to leave that there. As always, please be sure to check out your other placements as well. The videos should be up, as I said before. And please let me know if this reading resonated. If you want to reflect on this reading at the end of the month and leave it in the comments, then be sure to do that. I will be reading the comments, don't worry guys. And also be sure to like and subscribe. So thank you very much for hanging out, and best of luck.